I believe back when I posted my first few Burning Light videos, over a year ago now, wow, I didn't realize it had been that long, I mentioned that the next video I would be doing was a video on the group of apprentices, two of the protagonists, Sunny and Blossom, ended becoming friends with, and it never happened. Until now, that is. I am finally doing it because I am an idiot who needed a quick video to post this week, and I procrastinated very terribly. Either way, there are currently 4 apprentices in ThunderClan: Pinepaw, Finchpaw, Blackpaw, and Specklepaw. Pinepaw's the oldest at 14 months old, Finchpaw is 13 months old, and Blackpaw and Specklepaw are both 11 months old since they're littermates. In comparison to how old Sunny and Blossom are, Sunny is 11 months old, making her the same age as Blackpaw and Specklepaw, though she should be just a little bit older, while Blackpaw is a month younger than her at 10 months old. The apprentices are all getting ready to become warriors, except for Specklepaw, who is the healer apprentice in ThunderClan. Speaking of that, in the Burning Light, I've decided to rename the medicine cat role to healer. I'd recommend reading the Warrior Cat's Native American Cultural Appropriation Google Doc to understand why exactly, and I'll be linking that in the description. But since I'm the one in charge of the full Burning Light world, characters, lore, etc., I feel much more compelled to change it as opposed to something like my Splash Clan series, which leans very much towards what is canon in the actual books. Either way, the apprentices in ThunderClan are all older, and since they're all around the same age, they're very close to one another and do everything together. Pinepaw and Finchpaw have actually even delayed their own warrior ceremonies so that they can be made warriors at the same time as Blackpaw. Starting off with Pinepaw, as mentioned before, she's the oldest at 14 months old. Her mentor is Ridgefang, the deputy of ThunderClan. She doesn't have any family in ThunderClan, so Ridgefang adopted her and took care of her when she was just a kid. Of the apprentices, she's the most determined and hardworking and has made her way to the top as a result. She's been recognized time and time again for her skill, and her mentor Ridgefang believes that she's going to be a great warrior someday. Pinepaw has a very, very close relationship with Ridgefang and is closer to him than most other apprentices are with their mentors, thanks to her having been taken in by him when she was just a kid. She admires him more than anyone else in the clan and does everything with him, and won't for a second stand to listen to anyone critiquing him. She's really close friends with Finchpaw as well as the other apprentices, but she's really distant towards Sunny and Blossom, which Sunny just can't wrap her head around. Sunny was able to become friends with the other apprentices so easily, so what's Pinepaw's deal? She's beginning to think that Pinepaw is among the cats who dislike her and Blossom for not being clan-born, but the other apprentices assure her that that isn't the case. But Sunny's still not sure what else it could really be. Recently, she's gone from mostly just ignoring her to beginning to glare at her if Sunny so much as makes eye contact. So Sunny's begun the mission of getting her to warm up to her so they can be friends, since according to Finchpaw and Blackpaw, she might just be antisocial and not used to new cats around. Next up is Finchpaw, second oldest at 13 months old. She's the apprentice of the warrior Dapplemoon, who's a very responsible, hard-working, tough, sweet, and patient mentor, which makes her the perfect fit to mentor a high-energy cat like Finchpaw. Finchpaw's parents are Brindlewing and Appleheart, two of the younger warriors in the clan, although she has no littermates. Regardless of that though, Finchpaw is a part of 2 pretty sizable families in ThunderClan, so it's not like her lack of littermates stunted her in any way. Of the apprentices, she's the most energetic and friendly, and is very skilled in both hunting and fighting, thanks to her being very quick on her feet. Even though Pinepaw is really antisocial and the complete opposite of her, Finchpaw was still somehow able to become her closest friend when they were kids, and she knows and understands her more than most. She's also really good at reading the cats around her, and is somehow able to almost instantly pick up on the emotions and feelings of everyone. Moving on to Blackpaw, who is the older littermate of Specklepaw. He's the apprentice of Stormrush, one of ThunderClan's oldest senior warriors. Stormrush is a very laid-back kind of guy, which makes him a perfect fit to mentor a stern, strict, and uptight kind of cat like Blackpaw. He's the strongest apprentice of the group, making him a pretty formidable fighter, which means Pinepaw has a bit of competition. Specklepaw, on the other hand, is the apprentice of Crowfrost, the healer of ThunderClan. She's very sweet and kind, although she is a bit of a pushover. Since she's the sole healer apprentice of ThunderClan, she has a lot more work to do than the others, and so she doesn't get to be with them as much as she would if she were a warrior apprentice. As for her mentor Crowfrost, he's one of the older cats in the clan, and up until this point had never fully trained an apprentice. Though he had one before Specklepaw, she unfortunately died before she was ever able to receive her full name, which has led to Crowfrost feeling very overprotective of Specklepaw. Blackpaw and Specklepaw's parents are the older warriors Robinflower and Sprucethorn, and they actually have 2 older siblings, Mistlefang and Brindlewing, who is Finchpaw's mom. So they're actually her aunt and uncle. even if they are a bit younger. And that concludes everything I have to currently say about the ThunderClan Apprentices in the Burning Light. Right now, I'm beginning to brainstorm video ideas that I can tie into the chapters whenever I start writing and uploading them. I would love to do videos talking about each of the chapters and explaining any of the behind-the-scenes stuff that went into the writing, the early versions of the chapter, or any other little things I have to discuss while I draw a scene from it to serve as a bit of chapter artwork on AO3. Though, like I said, I'm still trying to brainstorm, so I'd love to hear any other ideas if anyone can think of them.